Welcome to the Ghar Command Center in the House of War. We are here to help you fight the filthy, degenerate human scum, of which there are a great many in these gates of Antares. But with our help, soon you too can scour them from the face of the earth.
The Ghar will prevail.
Reign supreme, as is our want, our desire, and indeed our destiny.
We're actually going to be talking about the battle suits specifically today because really I think they form a bit of the backbone of a lot of Ghar armies. Yes, it's really just how fast they can die for the glory of the Empire.
Glory of the Empire, yes indeed. On to the suits.
So, I think, as you were saying, there are a couple of flavours of suits that are available. Today we're going to be talking about the two main ones, which you get in the starter box, pretty common. You've got your Ghar Battle Squad, which of course I think your favourites with all the shootiness.
They are indeed a staple in any Ghar army I would form. Battle suits, they're just good at everything. They're not obscenely good at everything, but they are good at everything. They take a shot, they dish out pain, and they're not too bad in a pinch if they get charged either.
They're a good all-round unit, but they're probably more shooty than anything.
Most certainly, yes. And on to the stat lines. Let us begin at the beginning with agility. Now the Ghar are not famed for their agility, with an agility of 3.
3.
Normally this would mean that you have a bad time in terrain, but since we are Ghar, we have no need of terrain or cover or any of this nonsense. We are large. We do not go into terrain. We fire over it, and we destroy our enemies without hiding behind it.
Yeah, this is more interesting, and I'm sure very important to you with your shooting.
Very, very important indeed.
Accuracy of 5. It hits half the time all the time.
Exactly right. Especially with a fire order when you're getting bonuses. And, you know, firing at long range or with a pin or two, you suffer, but you're still not completely out of the game. It's mid-range. Onto the strength.
10.
A beautiful, beautiful number there, 10. Which means when someone assaults you and decides that they're going to hit you and they can't get past your armor of 12, your strength of 10 means you're going to pound the ever-loving daylights out of them, which is nice.
And then of course, I think one of the things that people most note about the Ghar, their res.
Which, as I just mentioned, is 12. Your normal Ghar trooper will have a res of 4, but again, our casts, their stat lines don't really matter. They're thrown at the enemy to die. That they even have armor at all is something they should be very, very grateful for. But our mighty battle suits have a res of 12, which means you need to have a strike value of at least 2 to put a pin on them. You have a strike value of 1, you're not doing a pin. You might kill me on a roll of a 10, but you're not going to pin me. However, moving on to the initiative.
Yes, so initiative there. Sitting of course on 8 for a base Ghar trooper, but comes
8 for a leader.
7,
sorry,
for a base 8
trooper,
up
yes,
for a
indeed.
leader. Used to always having my leader there, so sitting on the 8.
Yes, indeed. You don't leave home without the leader.
What do we want to say about that?
And then on to another decent stat, command, which for a leader, again, 8, 7 for a standard trooper. Now,
maybe what we should go on to next is pretty much the upgrade options for these dudes, for which they're not a huge number, but there are some nice little things.
There is enough there to serve most of your needs for a basic. If you call a battle suit a basic trooper, we have standard unit options. For instance, your standard squad begins with 3 battle suits. You can add another 2 to that for 60 points a mob.
Yeah, and it's 184 points, by the way, for the base unit.
For the base squad.
And that's for either battle or assault squad. Same cost, your choice.
You can add those 2 extra troopers. So that brings you up to roughly 304 points for a full squad. Then we have two options that are basically one but listed separately. your leader upgrades.
Yes. So
For 10 points to leader
Leader
2, another 10 points for leader 3. So from a standard leader to leader 3, you're looking at 20 points. But that does give you 3 rerolls. Although you cannot reroll a reroll. Don't try it. It's bad. The dice explode and the dice go come down. And they're very upset. It's not good for anyone.
and of course an assault squad is the same cost for all of those options, including the base unit. It's your choice what you take for the points. This is indeed the pièce de résistance of the Ghar.
Yes, it is. You have your plasma dumps, which are nice. You can go down and release noxious clouds of plasma, murdering things.
They're fine, they're great.
Which is nice, but a bit situational.
Haven't seen them used a lot.
But, greater than that, linking into magnificent plasma leaking death machine plasma reactors is your plasma amp system. Now, your plasma amp system, for 10 points a model, will grant you an extra unit die. Extra order die. Now, when you consider that your Ghar force will normally be outnumbered, these plasma amps are invaluable to evening the tide and unleashing some ungodly pain on degenerate scum. So long as your amps remain running, you do have to take a test at the end of each turn to see if your amps phase out. It's a 50% chance that they will burn out. So, I've said a lot about Scour cannons. Let's have a look at what these mighty weapons are capable of.
Yes.
Now, you have 3 fire modes. You have Dispersed, Concentrated, and Disruptor. Dispersed is my personal favourite. It gives you a rate of fire of 3 rounds with a strike value of 2. This is absurdly good for enemy infantry. Your effective range of 20 inches, long range 30 inches. So it's not a short range weapon either. Now your Concentrated fire mode. Effective range 20, long range 30, extreme range 40. Strike value of a whopping 4, but it's a single shot. So you trade 2 extra shots for a single shot. And when you're at long range, beyond 30 inches, it's all you've got to sort of put the pain on the enemy. As you are advancing to bring yourself within range, to unload with Dispersed. Or if you're facing hardened targets like a heavy drone, the concentrated blast of a Scour cannon can do the job. Which brings me on to the final fire mode, the Disruptor mode. Effective range 20, long range 30, strike value of 1, but blast D4. No cover, so pesky phase sniper hiding in the bushes, it's not going to save her. And Disruptor, so a target hit by a Disruptor weapon gets no cover bonus to its res roll against the hit. Phase snipers, we're coming for you. A non-Ghar target hit by a Disruptor weapon takes 2 pins. 2 pins.
Count 2 pins.
2 pins. Double pin. It's beautiful. Especially so when we come into talking about the assault squads, who are armed with disruption grenade launchers, if memory serves.
Yes, the disruptor discharges.
2 pins into a close combat and then power claws. That is stacking the odds in your favour, and that is beautiful. And on that note, I think we have some degenerates to destroy.
I think we have.
Until next we meet, stay Ghar.
I was going to suggest we can do a...
One Ghar, 2 Ghar, 1 Ghar, 2 Ghar, 1 Ghar, 2 Ghar, 1 Ghar.